Yes, very good. So we're doing sort of a special show, and this one we have a live stream going, and we're going to get some questions off the live stream. And I saw one from Dusty Rhodes.
The American Dream.
Yep. Woo. What happens? I never worked with Dusty when I worked in championship wrestling, but I did. He did a video one time. And he was threatening Greg Valentine, or he was threatening somebody that was threatening Greg Valentine. I can't remember. And then they did the thing actually in like Dorton Arena or Charlotte Coliseum. But he never actually came to the studio when I was there. But I did meet Andre the Giant, and that was cool. And I knew Mr. Wrestling Tim Woods, Ricky Steamboat, Ric Flair was there, Greg Valentine, Baron von Raschke, the Igor the Polish Prince. I've told all these stories before, so but that was quite delightful.
That
anyway,
is cool.
All right. So the American Dream. So where's his damn question now?
I've got it right here.
Okay, you got it.
Yep. I'll scroll back to it. What happens to the sperm once the vas deferens is cut? Where does the new made stuff go?
Yeah,
Good
that
question.
is a very good question.
Good question.
I got to come up with. This is really when you give an
yourself
answer.
a bill.
I got to come up with a better
For a
sound for
question
when
one.
somebody comes up with a great question, but I'll give them one of those for that. So the anatomy of the testicle and the vas deferens is you've got this, ovoid thing down there called the testicle that sperm is created in.
Mm-hmm.
And it has some other functions as well, including hormonal things. But one of the things is that you get these cells that mature into sperm cells, and then they got to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So they all collect in these tubules, and there's this mass of tubules called the epididymis, which is in the upper back side of the testicle. If you want to feel it, you should feel it when you do your self-testicular exam. Oh, you know what? It's October.
It is, isn't it?
We need to do our self-testicular
do.
exam because we do it every year on the anniversary that we did our first show at SiriusXM, which was October. Oh, no, it was October 13th, but that's okay. Opie and Anthony's anniversary was October 4th. How do I know that? And I don't know my own son's phone number. I don't know. But anyway, so let's do a self-testicular exam. Let's all do it. And then we'll get it done for the year because every woman knows how to do a self-breast exam, but they don't teach young boys to do self-testicular exams. And testicular cancer is a young man's disease. Now, every year we do this, we'll get one or two people that say, wow, I actually found something and they took care of it. So this is what you want to do is take off your drawers. You want to be completely naked when you do this. A good time to do this is getting out of the shower.
Should we have some music for this?
You want some?
Let's have some mood music.
Okay, you got it. So the best time to do this is when you're getting out of the shower and it's a warm shower and the cremaster muscle that pulls, the shrinkage
Yes.
has relaxed.
Yep.
So your nuts are now sagging down about as far as they go.
They're free flowing. They're
Yes.
soft, supple.
Exactly. So you'll reach down with one hand. You want to examine each testicle separately. And what I like to do is just reach down and feel the testicle itself and make sure it is vaguely ovoid, egg-shaped, and that it's pretty much smooth. Now, there are a couple of places where you might feel a little bump, and that in these anatomic places, that's kind of normal. But if you feel it anywhere else, the front, the bottom, the middle of the back, that's not normal. And what a lot of people will describe is it feels kind of like a piece of aquarium gravel.
Okay.
Sometimes it's stuck.
Okay.
So if whatever it is stuck to the surface of the testicle, and you can tell because you can't move it around.
Right.
It moves with the testicle. That's something that should be checked out. Now, if you make a C-clamp out of your hands and reach around behind the testicle now you can get a feel for this thing at the very top of the testicle. I'm going to get rid of that stupid music. At the top of the testicle, on the back side, that when you slightly squeeze it, it feels a little mushy. When you slightly squeeze it, it feels like you're kind of getting kicked in the nuts very lightly. That is your epididymis. Mm-hmm. Okay, and there can be an appendix testes and some other things up there that feel like little tiny maybe mushroom, tiny little things up at the top.
Okay.
So, if you feel something up at the top, now if it doesn't feel right, get it checked out. But most of the time, that's what these things are. So now, and then you're going to do it on the other side. The front, the sides, the back, and then the C-clamp around, and then you're going to feel the very top backside. And if you're really good at it, you can feel the vas deferens, because the vas deferens comes out of the epididymis. The epididymis is kind of where the sperm cells mature, and then they work their way into the vas deferens, which is how sperm cells get into the semen. And it's sort of like injection molding, where you've got these things, and they get injected into the stream. And when you have a vasectomy, that's the tube that they're cutting, and that will be on the backside of the testicle, just above the epididymis. And sometimes you can feel that if you really try hard. Again, if you squeeze it too hard, you're going to get that same feeling as if you were kicked in the nuts. And when you cut the vas deferens, you wonder, well, where did all those sperm go? Well, they just have nowhere to go. Mm-hmm. So there's a couple of things that can happen. This happened to a double vasectomy turd. He had a thing called a spermatocele.
Right.
And a spermatocele is where you get a collection of sperm cells, basically after a vasectomy, where they've collected, and they make a collection of fluid that's just filled with dead sperm cells at that point. But that's unusual. Most people don't have that. What happens is the sperm cells have nowhere to go. They can't mature, so the testicle just resorbs them.
Mm-hmm.